Hey everybody, Multi-Classic Gamer here. Welcome to today's, I think, January 21st. Yeah, today's January 21st. You're not going to be getting this on 21st because I still have to upload yesterday's vlog, so apologies about that. I'm one day behind, but I guess I'll just take tomorrow off from making a vlog. That way I can catch up again, so who knows. Anyways, this will be a short vlog anyways, because I only have 3 games for this system, but today we are going way back, and I mean way back, to the Atari 2600. Now you notice that I have what is known as the Atari 2600 Junior. This was released in 1986, but the original console was released in 1977 and was known at the time as the Atari VCS, or Video Computer System. And a lot of people are more familiar with that name because the fact that because the recent like I heard there's supposed to be like a mini version of the Atari 2600 coming out soon or something like that. I don't know, like Atari trying to cash in on the market that was basically popularized by the NES and SNES classics. I don't know, because PlayStation did that, or Sony did that with their PlayStation Classic. But yeah, either way, yeah, I got the Atari 2600 Junior recently. You can play all 2600 games. But yeah, the console was originally called this VCS for the first few years that it was out, but then by the time Atari came out with their 5200, which was the successor, they basically renamed it the 2600 to kind of differentiate and also to basically standardize the numbers system that they're going for naming their consoles. But yeah, so I finally got my 2600 recently, but I already had by the time I already had one game for it, and that was PacMan. Yep, everybody loves PacMan on the Atari 2600. It's just the best game ever, isn't it? Yeah, it really is crappy. But it's still interesting, I guess, to take a look at how far PacMan ports have come since this one, because this was the first home console version of PacMan, basically. And that's segueing into the fact that the Atari 2600 was the first commercially successful video game console. Because before this, we just had Pong consoles and the Magnavox Odyssey. And the Magnavox Odyssey really didn't do so well. Like, being the first video game console, being the first of its time, well, not the first of its time, but just first in general ever, like the pioneer of the industry. It only sold like 350,000 units, and that's why it's so extremely expensive to find these days, on top of being the first console ever, because it's the fact that it didn't sell well. But yeah, Pac-Man is probably the most complete game I have for the system, anyways, out of the box, and everything that comes with it, basically. But the other 2 games I have for it are Donkey Kong, and currently Donkey Kong is the best game I have on my 2600, I can definitely tell you that, because the other game is this one. Yep, the infamous E.T. Atari game that everyone is familiar with. Everyone's heard the story, so I don't need to repeat it. But yeah, basically the 3 games I have on it have major significance, basically, because, like Donkey Kong on Atari, like what the hell, dude? But I guess it's the same as Donkey Kong on Intellivision and ColecoVision, but that's mainly because Nintendo wasn't doing home consoles yet at this point, when they licensed it to Atari and Mattel and whoever, and Coleco. But yeah, those are my 3 games for the system. So other than that, I don't really have much else to say about it. It's just everyone who's, most people know about video games at least knows something about the 2600, or, most people know it as just the Atari, basically, because most people don't know about the 5200 or the 7800, which was its successors. And especially it makes sense with the 5200. Unfortunately, I don't have those 2 consoles quite yet, but I'm hoping to get them at some point and start getting games for them. I do actually have a 5200 game, and you'll be seeing that very soon, because I've only got one. I think all I have left after this basically is the NES and Nintendo's other handheld systems like DS, 3DS, and Game Boy and whatnot. But otherwise, I'm pretty much done with my game collection videos. So at this point, I don't really have much else to talk about for this video. We're only 7 minutes in, and I've already shared my entire collection of the Atari 2600, so I don't really have anything more to say about that. But otherwise, this past day at work was it was all right, but I actually overslept, believe it or not. As I mentioned before, I restricted my availability at work so I'd only be scheduled at work from no earlier than 11 a.m. And basically, most of my shifts are closing shifts. But yesterday, they had me go into work at 12:30 in the afternoon, which is fine with me. That's within my availability. But the thing is, I guess I didn't really stay up that late the previous night, but I must have stayed awake longer than I expected. Because by the time I finally fell asleep, it was like 12:17. It was like 13 minutes before my shift started. So, yeah. And I ended up being 13 minutes late for work, so I had to use some sick time to make up for that, not get the attendance occurrence for that. So, yeah, it was a rough morning. But either way, noon at that point, but still. But basically, my sleep schedule is just like such that I'm going to bed at like 4 or 4:30 or even 5 in the morning. Basically, it's already 3:11 right now, and I'm still wide awake. So, but yeah, I've been kind of cataloging my console collections, and actually, I'm actually intent on getting a PS3 and Xbox 360 very soon. And if I do get the 360 very soon, I might just redo the 360 collection video. Who knows? Because at this point I grouped it with my original Xbox collection, but I figured if I get a 360 soon, maybe I could do the collection again, or maybe not, because probably not unless I get a few more 360 games. But either way, in an upcoming vlog, you might see me showing off my PS3 and Xbox 360 if I do get those soon. I'm pretty sure I can find those easily at a nearby game store, because I haven't gone to the game stores recently, but I do know that they had like PS3s and Xbox 360s, so I could probably easily get one. It was just a matter of like knowing what models I want to get. With the 360, I kind of want to get either the E or the Elite models. Either way, because I know the Elite model is made to look like the Xbox One, like the original Xbox One when it was coming out. So there's that, or the E, which was I can't remember what the E looks like, but it's from what I saw, it was like it's an earlier console or an earlier model of the 360, but it's not the very first model, which suffers from the red Ring of Death situation. And as for the PS3, my plan is to get a Slim, basically, like a Slim with the 320 gigabyte hard drive, or even just the original one. The original one would actually be pretty cool to have, because the original PS3 looked pretty awesome. For all of its faults and all of its with it being too expensive and not having a lot of good games at the launch. Otherwise, the console looked really cool. That's one thing I will say about the PS3 so far. I haven't even had one yet, but I was definitely impressed by how it looked back in the day. That's for sure. 360, I didn't really care for it that much, but either way, but yeah, I'm just so scatterbrained at this point. Like, I want to record my Let's Plays, like work on those for now. So I'm going to end this vlog real quick and get back to recording those videos, or those LP videos for you guys, so you can have those hopefully relatively soon. I just need to get these done, because I want to start putting out Let's Plays and just have like all this huge buffer of content to allow me time to work on the future Let's Plays, so I can have a consistent buffer of videos going again, because that'd be really nice. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say for today, so I will see you guys in my next vlog, whenever that is, possibly tomorrow.